I'm here at the New Forest Half Marathon trying to run a sub 90-minute half. But not only that, to make it even more difficult, the Running Channel team have challenged me that whilst I'm doing it, I should also make a video about how you could run a sub 90-minute half marathon at the same time. So I'm going to take you through some tips for race day itself, how to take on the race, but perhaps more importantly, I'm also going to go into detail on some training sessions that could help you to take on that challenge. Now let's hope my multitasking goes to plan, otherwise this could be an epic fail. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the Running Channel, it will massively help us out. But now it's time to run.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I'm off in my half marathon attempt. As you can see, pretty sparse fields, they're really spread out with the wave starts for coronavirus precautions, so it's actually pretty nice. Got this first incredibly long straight to myself. It's always worth knowing exactly what's in store for you. So a little bit of simple maths. We're looking for 4:15 per kilometre or 6:50 per mile. That gives you 90 minutes. Don't need to obsess about the paces, but ultimately you're going to have to get comfortable with them in training. Be sensible when you're assessing your current level of ability and training as well. Obviously there's a big difference between someone who's very close to 90 minutes already and someone who's looking to make a big leap forward, but I think being realistic, you need to be considering running 4 times or more a week, maybe even getting in the gym or making sure you do some core to help potentially avoid injuries too. And something else to consider, which is something that we'd advise for most distances and almost all time goals, is to mix up the intensity of your runs. Don't just go out and run at the same pace every time. Think about an easy run, an interval session, tempo or threshold, and a long run, and you won't go far wrong. Okay, time check at mile 1, right around 6:30, so I didn't take my own advice, and I got a bit excited by all of the cheers at the beginning, so note to self, practice what you preach. So on to something that isn't really a recommendation, this is a must do. I know that the half marathon is a long way and it can be tempting not to warm up, but before my run today I jogged an easy 10 or 15 minutes, did a few dynamic stretches and drills just to get my body ready to go at race pace from the gun, which is ultimately what you want, rather than using the first mile or two as a warm-up. Trust me, you'll thank me for it. I've just gone through my second mile, settled into a nice rhythm, 6:40 something, so just inside the time that I'm aiming for. But as you'll see, it's definitely not road and it's not flat. There's a lot of grass and it's already sapping my legs. Mile 3, my average pace is okay, but lap pace for that one slipped. Uphill through a very rutted and soft field. Okay, now it's time to dive into some specific sessions that you should look to incorporate into your training plan to take on the 90-minute barrier. Starting with the first workout, which is 5 lots of 2K intervals. Take 3 minutes recovery between each one and run reps 1, 3 and 5 at your 10K pace and reps 2 and 4 at your target half marathon pace. Now, for 10K pace, if you're trying to run 90 minutes, work on 4 minutes per kilometre, which is 40 minutes for 10K. Workout number 2, 2 sets of 8 times 400 metres. So this is one to do on the track. Run each of the 400 metres, so 1 lap of the track at 10K pace, but then don't stop. You float 200 metres recovery at your marathon pace, so it's a really active recovery. And then take 3 minutes after the first set of 8 and do it again. And now for the third workout. Start this one with 3K, run at half marathon pace, then take 2 minutes recovery, then do 5 800 metre reps, alternating between 5K and 10K pace, with 2 minutes recovery between each one. Take 3 minutes recovery and do it all again. So hot, so hilly, so tired. I can't even remember what I'm supposed to be talking to you about. So 5.5 miles in, 6:44 average pace in miles, so 6 seconds a mile quicker than I need to be, but it's so up and down it's very hard to judge, and my heart rate is very high. So we've talked about interval sessions, but the half marathon's a long way and a long run's going to be a really key part of your prep. You should be aiming for between 10 and 15 miles on your Sunday run or whenever you choose to do your long run. And I've got a couple of ideas, a couple of variations that you could throw into your long runs to keep it interesting. The first one, you can pick any distance between 10 and 15 miles really, so between 16 and 24K. I'm picking 12 miles because it divides nicely by 3. Then I go 4 miles easy to steady, 4 miles running at marathon pace, and then finish the final 4 miles at your target 90-minute half marathon pace. The next variation keeps it pretty simple. 10 miles or 16k, slightly slower than your half marathon pace. So think about adding 20 seconds per kilometre or 30 seconds per mile. This is definitely a proper stitch up. 5 miles in, I'm on pace, but this is tough. We're well and truly into the business end of the race now. That third quarter, so 7 miles onwards really. This is when your pace will want to drift. You'll want to take it easy and save it for the last few miles, but don't. Otherwise you've got no chance. Keep pushing. These few miles here are the reason that you've trained so hard. Push, push, push to stay the same pace. Okay, we've covered off interval training and long runs. Next up, threshold or tempo runs. And I love a progressive run, so one of my first recommendations here would be to pick a distance, let's say 8 miles, 12 to 14k. Break it down into quarters. So in the case of 8 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles. Start easy to steady, step up to marathon, then half marathon pace. And if you can for the last quarter, push on. Another tempo suggestion for you is to run a 60-minute run with the first 30 minutes at marathon pace, and then pick it up to your half marathon pace for the final 30 minutes. And the last piece of the training puzzle, which is something I desperately like to do right now, is easy runs. Making sure you do enough of your running at an easy recovery pace, which means full-on conversation pace. Listen to your body and don't overcook it. Top tip for the latter stages, if you can see someone in front of you, particularly if you started in waves and there might be some slower runners in front of you, just work towards them steadily, not sprinting, just keep pushing, gradually working towards them and picking them off. But the rule is when you catch them, go straight past. 10 miles in, really starting to hurt. My heart rate is high from talking to the camera, ups and downs, and it's so hot. Feels like 25 degrees maybe. This is where you don't want to redline too early. So push up until your limit, but just save that little bit for the last couple of miles. I'm tired, but never too tired for a plug. Today I'm wearing one of our new tech t-shirt designs. We've got vests, quarter zip long sleeve as well, so head to our store on our website and check them out. It's a really good way of supporting us. Oh, it's a brutal finish. Just one long straight. Cramping.
Great times all. Right, David. Go on, hands in there, big smile. Go on, just the one hand, Well done.
Done. Yes. I did it, or at least on my watch anyway. Oh, at least on my watch. That was a long way. We started in the middle of the day. It's baking hot, windy and hilly. But respect to everyone that's out there getting it done, and respect to you out there getting your training and chasing your goals. This is the face of someone used to running for 3.5 minutes hard. That was so tough, but I'm so chuffed that I did it, and I really hope that some of these tips could help you to reach your half marathon goals. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed seeing me suffer. Make sure you hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Running Channel.